like you're being deceived. I'm seeing there are two people involved in this. I normally don't interpret the card this way, but I'm seeing someone who is very unevolved. I'm seeing three people. That would be the crustacean here. Very, very unevolved person. I'm seeing a slightly evolved person, the wolf there, and an extremely evolved person. I would say that you're the dog, Aquarius. Or you may not be in this split. This could be someone who's very evolved and loyal to you. They want, wherever you go, they want to go. This card is getting so old that the little white dog is fading away. You can see his face, though. You can still see him just, or her, just ever so slightly. Anyway, so yeah. All right, so we've got the Fool and the Moon. Okay, what is next, please? What else do we have? Oh, nice. Oh, wow, weird. What is going on here? There is quite a huge amount of Pisces energy here. We have one major arcana card of Pisces, the Moon, and a minor arcana of Pisces, the Ten of Cups, which is Mars in Pisces. So you could be dealing with someone in the third decan of Pisces. That would be, March 11 to, sorry guys, I'm sorry. Yes, it would be. It would be March, actually, I think it would be March 8 or 9 to the, just a moment, I should know this, to the 19th. I would say March 11 to the 19th. That decan of Pisces, that is the third decan of Pisces, and they have the influence of Mars and the Moon. Yeah, and there you have it. You have to really, if you're dealing with that decan of Pisces, look out. This third decan, deeply psychic, deeply intuitive, but also because of the influence of Mars, I was going to say they're dangerous, but I'm being a bit dramatic there. These people, sometimes they will hold a grudge for a really long time. And the thing is, like 6 years later, after something's happened, they could get their revenge. So this may not be your person. It could be somebody else on the outside. It could be the very unevolved person over here. But anyway, I feel like somebody unevolved wants revenge because they didn't get their Ten of Cups or something like that. Yeah, the person may have chosen you. I don't know. I don't think you know about any of this, Aqua. All right. Sorry, I don't know why are these readings coming out so... Ooh, this is nice. Okay, this I like. So you could be involved with a Taurus or Pisces. I think what you don't know, Aquarius, is that you have a marriage proposal coming in sometime in the near future. There may be quite a bit of waiting. And I'll tell you why. This card, this person moves very slowly, okay? But when this offer is made, it's made and the person is single, they can make it. They've thought it out. And it's not in the heat of passion proposal. It is a very serious proposal. It's like a contract. This person is very serious. And they've thought it out. And this offer is the most stable of all offers. This person means to commit and won't cheat. So I believe that this is what's in your future and you just don't know it. Now maybe we'll get sort of a timeline here, or it's a timeline of events. All right, could be a Leo as well. Somebody really wants to give whatever connection you have, they want to give it some credit, finally. I have to say, now I know a lot of you are, I heard a reader yesterday, a lot of you are subscribed to her because I can tell on the analytics who subscribes to what this, or the majority of my subscribers, that YouTube will tell me to whom you also subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the Dream Clairvoyant, I know you will enjoy it. She doesn't, not that she needs subscribers, she's quite huge, but It's just that you would really enjoy her readings. Yesterday, she did a reading and she was trying to explain, I'm going to choke up here while I'm talking about this, why this is such a victory here, Ten of Cups, as opposed to the Ten of Pence. And she stopped and she fished out, she was using a couple of different decks, but she fished out the original card, this one, and explained it so well. But one of the things that she said, and she was sort of, just talking off, she was speaking extemporaneously, she was just, shooting from the hip here, but she blurted out, I mean, why would you, she was comparing this card to the Ten of Pence. She said, why, you don't need all these shiny things over here. This is what you want. Something like that anyway. And it was so heartfelt. It was really, but that's the thing about this. It's all cups, and this is true happiness, true, it's all, the focus here is you're happy just because you're with the person that you love, or, perhaps like that song, the only thing important to you is this person that you love. Maybe everything else could be going wrong in your life, but you get that one phone call, or that one text from the person that you really love, and everything suddenly goes right. It's a victory. Just a moment. Yeah, perhaps when love goes right, nothing goes wrong, Anyway, let's continue. Certainly this person, I'm seeing someone who wants 2 victories. Interesting. Just look at this. This is, I believe, how they felt in the past or how they're feeling now. The 2 victories that I see this person acquiring, and it could be you or your person. If you're a male Aquarius, I feel like this applies to you specifically. It's a victory in your head first that yes, you are good enough. You are the center of this person's reality, and you should make this offer, even if you're penniless. Make it, and that's the victory that you gain, from it. So, I think probably look at this. Just look at what's underneath the Ten of Cups. The star. Amazing. All right. What's next? Wow. Yeah. Because it's, it's your worth. It's what's inside, that really matters. And Aquarius, for all of you, part of all that you need to do really is to be comfortable in your own skin first. All right, as long as you're comfortable on your own, and this came out on the private members chat last night. There was a woman, one of our really awesome, really cool members, and what this is here, this snail, while it's mobile, it moves around very slowly. However, you have to wait for it. But on its back is its home. All right? And this person, which I believe is you, Aquarius, whether you're male or female, I mean, you are the generator of the word home. You can, be dropped in the middle of nowhere and you can just build yourself up. Build your pentacles up, build a nice, comfortable environment. It doesn't have to be, it could be a fancy home, but it doesn't have to be. And people feel very well flanked when see those 2 trees on either side. And you're not afraid to roll up your sleeves. Look at her rubber glove there. Now she has that on. It's a protective glove because you see what's on her hand there is a falcon. And that falcon it hunts for her. She may be about to set it free. She is really brave, this woman here. She's brave because this falcon, when she sets it free, it not only does it come back to her, but it comes back with food. Took her 2 years to get to master that. But I think the message there is you must be brave to truly love from an unconditional way without any expectations. Now, if you let this go, if you're brave enough to let this go, not only does it come back to you, but it comes back with a little food, you know. So perhaps that's part of the victory. That's part of what's required. That's perhaps the victory over your head, you know. And it leads to an external victory in manifesting in front of you, whatever that is. Yeah. Wow. I see and have really, really, really good decision being made in your favor, fairness, balance. I feel like you have really stood in your power. Your sword of empathy, you've been making decisions with empathy and courage. It takes a lot of courage to make a judgment, to make a decision and apply empathy. I mean, that is the whole point of this card. Occasionally you'll hear a judge making a decision and their voice will be shaking, and their voice is shaking because you see that square, because what they're doing is they're doing something gutsy. They're making a decision with empathy, and you cannot have true justice without empathy. And their voice is shaking because, of course, it takes an enormous amount of courage to be vulnerable. Why would you be vulnerable when you're doing that? Because a correct decision, if it's correct and courageous, and it required courage to make it, it means that there may be others who will, who will sick some backlash on you because, maybe the public opinion, which is not always right, rarely right. The majority of opinion is rarely the correct route. But you see, this judge has to be courageous, and apply what they know is right. And many judges do that. It's quite incredible to see. But you've got to do that here, or perhaps somebody is finally doing that for you. And so they're putting their neck on the line by making a correct decision. Boy, oh boy, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Their whole world may be in their hands by doing this, but they've just decided, look, I can't deny Aqua anymore. I have to, look at this. I have to stand up, but I have to defend Aquarius. Even all this backlash that's coming at me. How could you do that? How could you pick that person? They're not right for you. They're too old, or they're a different religion, or they've been married before, or they have kids, this incoming dialogue, it could be an internal dialogue as well that they're fighting, but they're going to fight it, and they're going to win, because this guy wins. It's 6 against 1 here, and he still wins. And often he is sneak attacked. He's got 2 different shoes on there. He may have literally had to jump up, throw on a coat, throw on his shoes, and run out the door to handle this, but he's going to do it. He wins. And rarely, those 6 opinions flying at him, hardly any of them have any credit to them at all. They're faceless. See, these people wouldn't come at him and show their face. They wouldn't come at him if they were alone. But flanked by 5 other, cronies, cohorts, they're quite brave. It's like the ship of fools, car full of idiots, the guys who'll drive by you honking and shouting things, or women. The ship of fools, I call it, the car full of idiots. When they're together, they're quite brave, but if they're alone, they won't do it. There is a major decision here being made in your favor. It's major. It could involve the ending of something and the beginning of something else, okay? There may also be a distance involved, a court decision. Whatever this is, it is very final, very positive, and will provide this completeness for you so you can finish one thing and move on to another very successfully. Sorry this is so general, but I feel that this is wow. Guys, if you're involved with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or anyone with a great deal of Pisces in their chart, this should be ringing off the hook for you. I do believe that this person who, we've been calling upon to take action, to step out there, is going to step out and take some action. Yeah, he's definitely taking action. Finally, what's under here? Wow. So it could be toward a reunification. This person, I think also what's really driving them is the memory of how kind you were in the past. That is what's, and also this, you will see these headdresses, they are knitted, they are from a medieval time period. So this is somebody that your person recognizes, your connection is quite special. Yeah, and you have this calming effect over them. Very likely this person is a water sign. If not, they do want to move forward. Forward motion is what they want. We'll get one more split here. One more split. We didn't have to do any clarification at all. Okay, well now. So obviously, very obviously, this, the Emperor is generally a fire sign, but this person, there could be two people involved, I guess, is what I'm saying. We also could be dealing with two men. This is quite a power couple, if so, because what I'm seeing is fire and water, and I'm seeing someone very stable and plain. All right, this person is a no-frills king. This guy over here is a little more creative and intuitive, but would this ever be a power couple here? This would be quite the power team. If not, if you're heterosexual, this is, I believe this is a choice between two people. One of these people could be your father. Now, just in case, because a lot of my clients are dealing with arranged marriages and things like that, and it can create quite a lot of havoc. Although I must say they are the more interesting readings. But I really empathize with the issues that it causes, the problems that it causes, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of people who are very much in love who cannot come together. But if you're for the small number of you who are affected by this thing regarding your father and his approval, what do we have for that? There are some of you, yeah, you're very angry with your father. I think just a moment. Or your mother could be angry with your father. Somebody is. Wow. Yeah, so for those, there's one person in particular that I feel that this applies to. So this is how hard, how stubborn your getting approval has been. This person who you need their approval, and you're really angry about this. So what does this person that you need approval from finally do? Wow. I think this person that you're angry with finally gives you the approval for your Ten of Cups. That was just an aside for a very, very small number of you. Now, for the Aquarius collective, let's get a prologue from Gilded, because we did say that we would look at Gilded. Can we have a prologue for the Aquarius collective? Something down there is wanting to fall out. Wow, beautiful. So this is the card of I'm just seeing two words: final analysis. Okay, and this, of course, is it is the second last card in the Major Arcana, Judgment. It is right before the world. So I truly feel that whoever hasn't been listening to the to Spirit, because this in the traditional card. It is Archangel Gabriel, all right, that is blowing the horn of the esoteric. And Archangel Gabriel is trying to get a point across. Look, the power of Spirit, why are we all so obsessed with what's in the 3D, what we can see, hear, what is showing up for our five senses? Why do we think that what we do materially, physically, when we roll up our sleeves, why do we think that that's all, that we need to do? If you add this, blowing the horn of the esoteric, the power of Spirit, it overrides the power of materialism. It can raise people from their coffins, literally. So the overall message there is to truly focus place much greater emphasis on the esoteric, on spirit, okay? Look at the victory you will gain if you do that. Aquarius, thank you so much for listening. Let me know if it resonates.